So far this Mini 6 is really cool. What I was using before was the Chocolate Plus, which is great. The only problem I had was, obviously there's only 4 switches. There's some limitations with what you can do in the software, and also the switches, although they're hard pressing and they click, unless you completely press them all the way down, there's a lot of times where my presets don't tend to change very accurately, which is a bit of a shame. So I've got this one now. This has soft latching switches, very similar to the Kemper as well. And so far, with some custom software, it seems really customizable. So it's got 6 switches. You can do what you want with it. You can do short presses, so I've got it for different patch changes, and you can do long presses to allow you to activate and toggle effects, for instance. So you can do both, and you can change what you want to do with it. You can color code things for the most part. Some things I haven't been able to change so far, but that's okay. The coolest thing in the world is it's got this display. So what I've installed is a custom firmware called Pyswitch, which makes it much more customizable. And the main awesome thing about it is there's like a web browser app. It's sort of like an emulate, and it will emulate the software and what you've coded into it, so you can sort of test it on the screen before you bring it in, plug it into the Kemper and actually try it. So on here you can see straight away, like if I've put my tuner on the top right, it will just show. You can change the color of stuff as well, which is really cool. For instance, I've turned this into a tap tempo, and you can check it. It's going to display the BPM that I click, which is awesome. Yeah, I can do like morph mode click as well. So if I go into morph mode, both of these lights will go pink, for instance. So then I can clearly see which one's been morphed. But it's really cool. Still trying it out, still getting used to it. But so far, really, really impressed. Also, considering the size difference, this is not much heavier than this at all, because this is like a completely metal body. This is quite hefty for its size. This is like probably the tiniest bit heavier than this. Probably a mixture of the different materials used and a bit of plastic on the sides, but I'm not too worried about this breaking at all. Limitations on the back. It uses a printer cable instead of the other side of a USB, so it's a tiny bit bigger. I'm going to have to try and find like a right angle printer cable, I think, to try and help this, so I can get stuff a bit tighter maybe, if I start changing the board later on. It doesn't have any expression inputs like some of the other MIDI switches. It just has 2 old school MIDI in, MIDI out. Luckily for my rig at the moment, that isn't too bad, because I tend to just put an expression pedal straight into the expression pedal port and use the USB to get the MIDI switcher. But for some people that might be like a deal breaker. But yeah, I'll keep testing it, but so far pretty damn happy with this.